Hey folks, this is Nod, playing Space Engineers, and this is totally freaking cool. I've been talking about maybe setting up these solar panels so they point at the sun for a while now, and I've finally kind of decided on a method of doing that. As you can see, this panel is all sorts of not pointing at the sun, and I've just got it sort of slowly going around. I've just got it set it on a rotator, on a rotor. And it's going round and round really slowly, and just part of the day it kind of it points at the sun, which is fine, but obviously right now some of these panels are putting out absolute squat. Now on the other side, however, look at this. These solar panels are facing the sun absolutely precisely. They are completely like angled towards the sun. And I'm getting 4 bars on each one, and putting out maximum, maximum juice for me. So you might ask, how did I do this? Well, I looked at a bunch of stuff. There's guys using timers online and stuff, and there's guys using scripts that like kind of monitor the amount of output from the panels and stuff, and it's good stuff. But I came across this mod that actually has it's not just a script, it is actually a mod. It has a special part. It actually has a sensor that you put on your panel, and this is the sensor over here, and it just uses the camera model, of course. So it's pretty basic. So it doesn't add, it's kind of good because I don't think it really adds any more to the memory issues of the game. So anyway, the camera points towards the sun and sort of detects where the sun is, and you set up a couple of basic commands, and or you name the things a certain way, and all of a sudden your solar panel is beautifully tracking the sun here. So that is pretty much exactly what I needed. So let me show you how that's set up. Well, let me show you the mod first. Let's see, tab on over here. Let's see. Alright, I got this on the Steam Workshop. This is Midspace's experimental solar tracker, and it's just very cool stuff. Yeah, I read some of this stuff, but I'm not going to go into exact, full details about how it works and everything. But he's got instructions on here, all this stuff and things. So, once again, that is Midspace's experimental solar tracker mod and script. I guess it comes with both, although I think the script is sort of included in the background. You don't have to put it into a programming block or anything like that. Anyway, let me show you how this is set up. It's like simple as can be. So we go over to the other one here. So I'm going to place another one of these special camera sensor doodads. So we got one hotkeyed here. Here it is. So it's in the number 1 slot. Just looks like a camera. Now, I don't know if the orientation of this is important. You see the way it's got the word camera written on the top there. Kind of curious what I did in the other one now. Let's have a quick look. Don't know if it's important, but let's see. Alright, so I've got that. So if we're looking at the panel this way, I've got the writing up this way. Okay. Let's do the same over here so they're consistent. So we want to rotate that. There we go. Plunk that down. And let's weld it up. So it uses steel plate, detector components, radio components, computer, construction components, and interior plates. So it's got a few things in there. I need more computers. Oh no. Thought I'd gathered everything I need for this. Apparently I have not. Let's go make some more computers real quick. Hopefully I got silicon. I think I do. Production computers. Let's make a bunch of them. You can see I'm working on solar panels here as I'm trying to repair my solar arrays still. Crank out some computers real quick for me. Wait for my sorting mod to pop that into my cargo. There it is. Okay. Computers, very good. Let's get back to welding that up. Okie dokie. Actually, is this the one that's working? Yeah, wrong side. This is the one I want to be welding. It's a little tricky to get it sometimes. Alright, sun sensor. Here we go. Okay, one word of warning, you do want to get out of the way of this thing when you're setting it up, because when I first activated this, it spun this rotor around like pretty fast, and I think if you were in the way, you would probably get clobbered and die horribly. Alright, let's, I'm going to do this remotely, but it's basically the same thing as it's just jacking into your ship. Alright, so it's called sun sensor, so you see I've got one set up already. So I'm going to go to sun sensor, and I'm going to name it the same as the other one actually, except I'll just put a different number on it. Okay, so it's going to be sun sensor. So what you basically got, the first part you could name it anything you want. It has to have this /AT thing, automatic tracker, is that what that stands for? I'm not sure. Anyway, it has to have /AT, and then in square brackets the name of your rotor that you're using for this, which just happens to be rotor solar array 1 on this side, so I'm going to change that. And you see, oh look at that. So it's pretty fast initially, but then it settles down and it looks like it's tracking the sun. So yeah, both of those panels are now beautifully tracking the sun. Look at that. That is magnificent. That is exactly what I wanted. I kind of like that it's got a sensor. That sort of makes sense versus I mean, I kind of like the idea of it just, you know, checking the voltage on the solar panels, and this, you know, whatever gave you the highest. I mean, it would just keep spinning it around until it got the highest, I guess was the idea. Now this script will also, it's kind of experimental apparently, but you can put a second rotor on it and have it rotate, you know, this way or this way as well. So, but I'm not going to bother with that because I've got the ship pretty much lined up down the keel. I aimed at where the sun came out on the horizon. I'll show you that video in this. Well, I'll show you that video right now. Hey folks, this is Nod. We're playing Space Invaders here, Space Engineers, and look, the sun is coming up. And you say, well, big deal, whatever. But that is actually a big deal, because what I want to do is orient my station towards the sun so that my solar panels and everything actually kind of work along that axis. So now is the time to do that. I was just repairing the station over there, and I noticed the sun come up, and I was like, ooh, now's the time I should do this. So I need to get the flight seat right now and point the station at that sunset. Jeez, which way? I kind of need to do it fast too. This way. Flight seat. Hurry, hurry, hurry! Up, 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 up. Time to dilly-dally. Alright, so... God, I can't even tell. Okay, the sun's there. Alright, we're gonna go this way. Okay, so let's start heaving this monolithic thing around. I think the sun's down to the lower left. I suppose I should confirm that. Yes, okay, so... we want to point exactly at the sun. And I think it's going to go right overhead, although that's actually no guarantee, is it? But that certainly looks like what I should be doing here. Okay, and then I want to be exactly level with the horizon. Because I'm not on the equator, actually I don't think this is necessarily a thing. You know what, let's just keep an eye on that sun and see which way it tracks in the next couple of minutes. But I know that is where the sun comes up, so that is a good thing. So if it goes straight overhead, right over the top of us, that would be actually kind of ideal, but I don't know if I'm in the middle of the planet or not. If I'm On the equator, this would be a thing, but it does look like it's going straight up, isn't it? It might be going to the left a little bit, which means it's going to trek that way, maybe. Oh, I think what I want to do... Alright, this is good pointing this way, I think. The only thing I want to play with now, I think, is just the roll. And once I get to noon, maybe that's when I'll roll it. Well, if it... Alright. If it rises there, does that mean it's then has to set the opposite direction over here? So it rises there and sets over here. I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely going off to the left a bit, isn't it? Oh, it is going to be tricky, I think, but I think we're off to a good start here, pointing at it like that. Well, let's go put these on my solar farms too, because they're not just good for solar panels. I'm assuming they work great for your solar farms too. So let's do that too. Avoid getting clobbered in the head here. All right, so I'm going to put it the same orientation as the other ones over there. So up this way. Let's weld that in. I need radio communication thingamajiggies. Alright, so... Alright, I kind of need to know what this road is called over here. Make sure I'm not in the way. Control panel. Platform. This is Oxygen Farm 2 we're working on. Alright, so let me grab that name there. Advanced rotor, let's just call it rotor. Rotor Ox Farm 2. Let's name the other one while I'm here. Alright, so that's the name of our rotor. Sun Sensor. Sensor 2. Why are those named the same over there? I managed to confuse myself so many times. Okay, this is 1. Alright. Should name this 2 as well, just so we don't have 2 of the things the same. Alright, so Sun Sensor 2 / AT square brackets, the name of my rotor, end square brackets. Oh, look at it go. That is so cool. Okay, so the oxygen farm is all, look at that. They're all double. So where the heck is the sun? That way. Yeah, that makes sense. So the sun is on the side of the sensor is on the side that is pointing. Yep. Good. Making me oxygen. Alright, let's go do this one. Actually, we'll be on the other side of this. Yes. Okay, get out of the way. Sun sensor. Things, Sun Sensor 1. What happens if you've got 2 different sensors on both controlling the same rotor? That seems to be happy. Ooh, look at that. So apparently it handles all the braking torque and the rotation speed and all that stuff for you. You don't have to mess with that. Although I believe you can set limits, or I don't know, I was reading something about. You guys should read up on that, just to be sure, but yeah, look at that. Everything is pointing at the sun. So, the other thing is I think I want to make this platform sort of level with the planet below it. Right now I've got the end there pointing at where the sun rose. It's pointing at the horizon along the ship here. But, from this angle, I'm pointing way up in the air, so that's a little screwy. What I think I want to do is rotate the ship so it So the bottom is pointing straight down to the ground, basically. Which I guess I could do by putting a camera under here. And then I could just look straight down. Let's stick a camera on here somewhere. So I think there's other ones that actually orient your ship automatically, make it follow the sun. I don't think this particular mod does that. This is just purely for handling rotors. Right, so where's the front of the ship? That I think is my front, so put the camera up that way. Okay, so let's hop on board here and see if we can orient the spaceship here. So that's my down camera. So let's have a look down there. Alright, so I want to be careful that I don't rotate this. So I'm only really interested in pitch changes. I don't want to roll any. So let's go to the camera. Yeah boy. So I want to be looking straight down at the planet. It's this way. This feels a little weird. So, oh okay, there's the stuff directly below me. I think I want this arc over here of the planet perfectly centered on my screen. That means I'm looking straight down at the planet. It's about even. Now I'm not on the equator, so that's why it's not centering the whole planet. Right, let's have a quick look at what's going on now. Okay, so how are the shadows here? See, these are nice. Well, they're sort of lined up with the center. Not really, are they? Huh. So I want to roll a little bit to get the shadows going perfectly. So the sun's directly overhead. So which way do I need to roll here? Should we see the shadows inside here? Screwy. That looks pretty good though. Okay, those look sort of lined up. How's that look on the floor now? Alright. That's pretty good. Alright, so the sun's, I don't know if it's noon, but the sun is definitely overhead. Looking good, looking good. Let me hop down to my main room, and one of the four-way rooms has got this big overhead window in it. Perfect for looking at shadows. I built a sundial a few years ago, so I know a little bit about sun, setting this stuff up, and gnomons and suns. Yeah, you see, look, this like lines up perfectly now with the blocks in the floor. My window up there, so. And I guess at noon. Well, once the sun's directly overhead, this window here, I think should line up exactly in the middle of the room. I don't know which part of the day we're on. Is it moving? Which way is it going? I got 3-hour days set up right now, so it's rather slow. Looks like it's going. Looks like the shadows are moving to the right. So we'll have it directly overhead somewhat shortly. Alright, very cool. It's look at them panels. Yes, I mean it was kind of cool to watch them spinning around and all, but something to like look out the window and be like, ooh, look at that going around. But it is absolutely brilliant to think that that is now like perfectly tracking the sun. Yeah, you see the little antenna I got there for the nanobots? I don't see any shadow on that. That's pointing directly at the sun, so there's no. It's not casting any. It's hiding its own shadow, so that's good. That is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So what does it say on my oxygen farm? Is putting out 92.3%. 100 would be good, but that's pretty good. I don't know why it's only 92. Huh. I can't really complain about that, considering I was getting like 24 and things like that before. 92.3%. Isn't that weird? I wonder if anything's got damaged, maybe from the impact with the moon. That's weird. Why isn't that 100%? I can't complain. That's pretty damn good still. All right, so let's go check on the solar panels. See what sort of power we're getting out of those. Whether it's 100%. Although I believe the detection thing in the game is a little buggy for solar panels, but we shall see. Where am I going here? Go to my situation room that's got a solar power readout, I believe. Okay. Solars are well, 1 megawatt. Yeah, that's a little disappointing. Oh, it's just dropped down to way lower. What the heck? Yeah, I understand the solar power thing with this mod. It doesn't report it properly. So I don't know, that makes no sense, because clearly my solar panel should be putting out 100%, as you can see. Yeah, so who knows what that's all about. Outside now, look. Oh yeah. So is it actually rotating? Can we perceive it actually rotating here? Let's go stand here. Let's see if it's actually moving. If it is, it's really slowly. Oh! Did you see that? That wasn't me moving, it just... So it's like a tick. It moves every once in a while, I guess. Let's wait a few more seconds to see if it moves again. Oh yes, that's cool. Alright, so it's doing it every X amount of seconds, I guess, which is cool. So it's not spamming. It doesn't have to move perfectly smoothly, of course. That is brilliant. I'm very happy with that. Yes. Alright, so now I think I just need to get back to repairing my other solar panel over there. I wonder if that's why it's not reporting 100%, because I've got damaged solar panels. Maybe. That's awesome though. What a great mod. Yeah, we like that, we do.